Hi everyone, Andreas here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna tell you a little story about how I got verified on Facebook. First of all, I'm a member of an international beard club called Bearded Villains, and we in the Swedish chapter were supposed to do a photo shoot at this ruin called Hus, which is just outside this little town called Gränna. We were about 25 bearded men who got dressed in formal wear, and yeah, we went to Gränna from all over Sweden to shoot a group photo and put on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, we arrived at I think 6 or 7 in the morning and began to set up. We had a professional photographer with us, and he directed us on where to stand and what to do, and yeah, everything. We had a good time. We were at these awesome ruins, great views, other people there as well, tourists from all over the world. And all of a sudden during a group photo, the police arrived, 2 people, and they, I don't know how to explain this, but we were standing and posing for a shoot, all of us, about 20-25 people. The cops slowly walked towards us, and we saw them and wonder why are the cops here. And I began to think that we parked our cars on a pedestrian road, or yeah, that we were disturbing other people. But when the police saw us, they started laughing, and they came up to us and said that they got a call from someone, a very concerned citizen driving past on the highway. And this is pretty funny, but that person called the police and said that terrorists were at the ruins holding a terrorist flag, posing for photos. When we first heard it, we laughed, of course. It was pretty funny and unreal, to be honest. And yeah, the cops left and we continued. We kind of forgot about it for the time remaining, and I went home. And the next day at work, I thought, I should contact the local newspaper, Jönköpings-Posten, and yeah, tell them about the incident. It might be a fun little article in the paper, or yeah, something like this, because it was so unreal. Who calls the cops for just because they see a group of bearded men posing for a photo at a ruin in the middle of nowhere as well? So yeah, I wrote a short piece and sent to a journalist at that local newspaper, and I think it took about 16 or 17 minutes before they called and said, we want to do something on this. So I did a phone interview, I sent some pictures over, and then it all started. Okay, here's the deal. I've been having social anxiety for a big part of my life. I studied from home. I didn't want to go outside. I had trouble looking at people and talking to them. And the thing that happened after the article was published, it's so unreal for me. And in a way, it helped me grow very much. It led to amazing things and made me overcome my social anxiety in a way. And but nonetheless, it was really, really weird, because for about 30 minutes after the local newspaper posted the article on their website, another one called, a bigger newspaper. They said they read about the incident in the local paper and wanted to do something on it as well, and they needed my quotes, or they needed me to tell the story again. So I did, and About 1 or 2 hours later, an even bigger paper called. They got the number from the first paper, and they called me, and they wanted to do a piece. And I think you know where this is going, because every hour, if not 30 minutes, a bigger paper called, or a TV station or a radio station, and they heard about this, and this is only in Sweden, by the way. It wasn't until maybe 5 or 6 hours after the first article was published, the international news started to call me, or they emailed me because they didn't have my number. So I think I did 10 interviews, both radio and newspaper, on the first day, on Monday. And then I went back and forth to the radio station, I think 5 or 6 times that week. I did TV interviews through Skype. I did countless newspaper interviews and several live radio interviews. BBC Scotland, BBC UK, CNN, you name it. Everyone wrote about this, and I have never been so exposed and in the center of things as now. And it was so scary in a way, because people started recognizing me on the street. On Tuesday, the day after the first article was published, and countless other news outlets had republished it, I got pulled over on the street, or not pulled over, but someone walked past me and said, "Terrorist," like that. And I know that this is gonna be crazy. And it was. For I think about a month, news outlets kept calling and emailing me and asking about it and wanting to do TV, radio, newspaper, yeah, you name it. It was so hectic, and I turned some of them down because due to my social anxiety, my mind said that I can't do this. So there was, I think, 5 or 6 interviews I turned down, or I handed them to other people in our beard club that could tell the story. And yeah, I was scared, I was intrigued, I was excited. It was so crazy, because I never had that kind of focus on me before. I didn't know how to handle it properly, I think, or I did handle it, but it was so intense, and yeah, it was so crazy. I've gathered some links on my website where you can see the articles. It's not all of them, but there's quite a few. It was, yeah, even Australia wrote about it, and China, and Germany, United States. It was in every country. Russia had a TV interview on their 40 million viewer channel. It was so crazy. I turned down that interview and gave it to another friend of mine, because yeah, I knew I couldn't do it. Yeah, this is the beginning of what happened when I got verified on Facebook, because journalists started searching for my name on Facebook, and when they found me, they linked an article or something I wrote on Facebook into every article on their website or any other website writing about this. So my profile on Facebook got so much traffic, it was unreal. And my name started trending, and yeah, one day I just woke up and I saw that I had an email from Facebook, or a message in the help center, or what it's called, saying that they wanted to verify me or my account, because apparently there are other people with the same name, and some journalists had a had problems finding the right ones, and since my name was trending and every news outlet in the world was searching for my name, yeah, they wanted to verify me. So I've been verified on Facebook for 2 years now. Being verified doesn't do nothing, to be honest. I had this app called Mentions, which is for verified people, but that app has not kept up with the regular app, so I can do less on the Mentions app than what I can do in the real Facebook app, so I don't use it. I haven't noticed much change. I get more friend requests than usual, and yeah, that's about it. And people recognize me easier, because doing this thing, one thing led to another, and I was doing photo shoots. I was on the cover of a Movember beard care box. It was so much fun. I started doing speeches or workshops, and it just kept on going from there. And I still have my social anxiety, but it's a lot better. And I think this whole ordeal helped me get through a lot of it, and I wouldn't want to do it again, not being mistaken for a terrorist, but yeah, I could see myself doing interviews again, but maybe not on this scale and this hectic, because it was so crazy. And yeah, I think it was my 15 minutes of fame, I guess, and I don't think I'll ever get a chance like that again, but who knows. Yeah, and that's how I got verified on Facebook. Maybe not the easiest way to get verified, and mostly based on luck, but what are you gonna do? So if you enjoyed this video, like it, hit the subscribe button, and if you want notifications when I post something new, hit that little bell beside the subscribe button, and then you get a notification when I post something new. Yeah, leave a comment. See you next time.